Okay.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Groove Digital Presents. My name is Tom Beal, your host, and you are in for a superbly amazing Groove Digital Presents with the two experts you see right beside me here, Ridgely Goldsboro and Hubert Lee. I'm going to get to the real introduction here shortly, but first I want to know who you are and where you're joining us from. So over in the sidebar there, where it says questions, please type in where you're joining us from. I'll be able to see your name based on who you're logged in, but go ahead in the questions area. That's where you'll be communicating with myself, Ridgely, and Hubert throughout this presentation, and share with us where you're joining from. Usually we're international right off the start, so multiple countries that join us. So we're excited to see where you're joining us in from, and we'll kick this training off here shortly with the proper introduction. Once I see who is joining us here today, let me jump over in there. And there's a little bit of a delay, so go ahead and type speed type in there, so by the time I get in there I can see where you're joining us from. So right away we have another Floridian. We have David joining us from Florida. We have Alex from New Jersey, North Virgin, New Jersey. We have Ryan from Oklahoma City. We have Danita from South Carolina. Jackie from Chicago. Bob from Maricopa, Arizona. Simone from Trinidad. See, there we are, international right away. Dilworth, Minnesota. James is joining us from. Marlon is joining us from Maryland. Barnett from Lake Elsinore, California. John in Loveland, Colorado. Bill from Brazil. Oliver from Ghana, Africa. Amazing. Welcome all the way from Africa. Jeanette from Gulfport, Mississippi. Martin from Australia. Hello, mate. Welcome from Australia. Anaheim Stadium, Angels. Okay, near there. J. Mike, welcome. Christine is joining us from the Amelia Island, Florida. Very good. So welcome. You are in for a fabulous treat. And Robert's all the way from Pennsylvania. Welcome from Pennsylvania, Robert. And we're going to kick this thing off, but you're here to learn about the customer conversion formula, how to use your brain biology to convert more prospects into customers through the power of limbic messaging, which you're going to learn more from Ridgely and Hubert. And many of you already know and love Ridgely from Groove Growth, and maybe from a couple weeks ago you were here and got to tap into the wisdom that Ridgely and Hubert were sharing. And by serendipity, they're back. By popular demand and by just a weird circumstance of events. If you are here as an entrepreneur, you know that plans rarely go to plan. So it was an amazing Groove Digital Presents a couple weeks ago. There was zero intention of having them back. However, there were some technical snafus that occurred, and for your benefit, you're going to be in essence blessed from them being back. And I will say this before I get into the proper introduction of them. Have you ever witnessed a presentation or learned a presentation like, wow, this connected the dots in a way that I will never be the same? I can guarantee you, this presentation you're about to see will do that for you. You will never look at the marketing you do. You will never look at how you conduct business in the same way, because when you pay attention to what they're going to dive into today, you're going to see kind of like through the matrix, and you'll see how to use what they're teaching to gain more of your ideal clients. And just it's phenomenal. So I am super excited they're back. But for the formal introduction, for those who don't know Ridgely and Hubert, here it goes. Ridgely is an author, international speaker who believes in solving problems and taking complex topics and making sense out of them. He started his first business at 16 years old, and since graduating from law school has founded 45 companies. Whole amazing story there. We'll probably hear a little bit about that, but he's also the founder of Mind Types and the Customer Conversion Formula, which you're going to learn about, and it's a cutting-edge program to attract ideal clients using brain biology and limbic messaging. He's written 19 books, hosted his own television show, and created dozens of online programs on success and prosperity. He's a frequent speaker at top internet marketing conferences, a facilitator for high-level CEO masterminds, and devoted to helping others reach their highest potential. And something I said a couple weeks ago, one of the things that really got me super pumped about him is he worked with one of my heroes, Jim Rohn, who was the one who trained Tony Robbins, and he toured as the stage presenter with Jim in countries that spoke Spanish, and he was, in essence, the Spanish version of Jim Rohn. So there it is, Jim and Ridgely right there. So I was fortunate to meet him before he passed, Jim Rohn, that is. and was just, he's a hero of mine. So originally, I'm super jealous of that, but that is just amazing that you did that. Originally hosts all of his products here in the Group Digital platform. He's the head of leadership development for the company and is passionate and committed Groovester, and you're going to see just the level of passion that he brings to it, as well as his co-host Hubert Lee, who has worked with companies that you may be familiar with, companies like Pfizer, like MetLife, BMW, Merrill Lynch, billion-dollar companies that he's helped implement this limbic messaging strategy on their online interactions with their ideal prospects to gain those ideal clients. So you're working with a dream team here who I am super blessed to state that not only are they friends, but they're on my team as well. And you're gonna see how they can help you in amplifying your messaging to take the limbic messaging they're going to share with you and just really attract those ideal clients. So I'm going to stop with my introduction so I can get here taking notes again. So Ridgely and Hubert, thanks for being with us here on this amazing Groove Digital Presents.
Thank you, Tom. And I just want to check and make sure it's okay that we go really deep today.
Super okay. Let's go deep. And even type 1 if it's okay for you as a Groovester here. That if they go deep, type 1 in the chat if it's okay if we go super deep to help you really grasp this, really implement this, and take your results to that next level. Go ahead and type 1 in the chat there to let Ridgely and Hubert know that it's okay. All right. So we got a little bit of a delay there, but go over there, type it in. The 1. All right. We're gonna see some 1s rolling in here. Oliver, we see you. Bob. All right. Jackie. Perfect. Yep, the 1s are rolling in. John, Simone, okay, James, all right, the 1s. I'm okay with it. They're okay with it. I'm going to take my video off. I'll be here in the background if you need me, but Rocket, I'll be taking notes. If you need me, bring out my name. I'll be right back.
Making me the presenter, right? Thanks, man. All right, so let's get going, Hubert Lee. I'm pretty excited about this.
Super excited. Me too.
So, again, we're going to talk about a lot of different things, just waiting to become the presenter. There we go. I can see. I've been made the presenter. You guys see that screen?
Yes, we do.
What are you seeing on the screen?
I see myself.
Okay, well, let's go over here to the main screen, and we are going to go to this PowerPoint right here. Stop show. Okay, now, can you guys see? Somebody give me a Y in the chat if you can see the customer conversion formula.
I still see that rather handsome man there.
Well, it's supposed to show that this nice PowerPoint there we go. All right, now we're good. So, Hubert Lee, tell us about you.
Am I supposed to be seeing myself right now on my slide? Because I still see it.
I see customer conversion on the slide right now, the PowerPoint. It's right there.
Does it say Hubert Lee, Wall Street Executive? Because that's what I'm seeing.
That's right.
Well, yes, sir, Bob. So, as Tom was saying originally, my story is really one of having worked with like the largest companies, right? And my main takeaway, I can tell it to you in 30 seconds, is this. In an environment where the technology is a given, right? And the talent is a given, and all of that, meaning these companies spend big bucks to make sure stuff works, right? What do they really focus on as a differentiator? It's in what they say. And that's the truly hard part, right? And that's why I'm excited to present to the Groove community, because with the Groove platform, you have the technology as a given, which leaves you to struggle like the big guys with what to say and what your content is and how you express who you are. And that's the challenging part. And we have helped a lot of people beat even these large companies, because you can natively talk about yourself as the brand and really beat the big boys at their own game. It's incredible.
That's who he consults with.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to jump in here. As Tom mentioned a lot of this stuff, but I actually want to do something different today. I wanted to share with everybody more about why is this so important to me. So I want to give you a little bit about my bizarre story. So my great-grandfather was a dude named Theodore Hamilton Lastly. And he founded a couple of divisions of a small bottling operation called Coca-Cola, as a result of which I grew up surrounded by enormous wealth. I remember when I was a kid, My grandmother, Theodora Lastly Ridgely, right? You get the deal? Theodore Hamilton Lastly, Theodora Lastly Ridgely. That's what those people do, right? Would send her chauffeur Thomas in a black stretch Lincoln Continental limousine to pick us up. And we would drive towards her house. We called her Gaga as our grandmother. And we would turn onto Ridgely Avenue. Ridgely, not named after me, obviously named after my grandfather, George Goodwin Ridgely. We called him Doc. He built this giant subdivision. And up the hill, we would roll to the very, very top of the hill to my grandmother's mega mansion called Dreams Landing. And we'd walk through the front doors of Dreams Landing, say hello to lots of the folks that work there, and step into the great room where my grandmother would be holding court. Every room in Dreams Landing had a name. The great room was where Gaga hung out. And we'd find her there sitting in her throne-like chair, smoking cigarettes out of a gold cigarette holder with her Yorkshire Terrier named Tippy on one side, her white Pekingese named Teacup on the other side, and two parakeets named Tuesday and Wednesday after the days they were picked up from the shop, flying around the room. Right behind her was a floor-to-ceiling glass wall overlooking formal gardens with a swimming pool so large that I had a sailboat in it. You just can't make that up, right, Heberly? You just can't make that up. And we'd walk into the room and we'd give Gaga a kiss on the cheek, and within literally 30 to 45 seconds, Gaga would say, "Run along, children. Your gifts are in the playroom." And she would kick us out of the great room like we were a piece of trash. Because in Gaga's world, children were to be seen but not heard. That's exactly right. And she shut us up and continued to shut us up. So much so that at the age of 22, when I graduated from college, I left the Coca-Cola family. I left the East Coast of the United States. I moved to California, where I knew not one single solitary human being in LA, so that if I made it there, I made it by myself, based on my own efforts, and not by being shut up or suppressed by my family. Sorry, I get a little fired up about this. You think I was angry? You think I was hurt? You think I was damaged or bruised? Yeah, maybe a little bit. So I just want to know if there's anybody else that had the experience when you were growing up of being shut up or suffocated or suppressed in some way or told that you don't have a voice. Because I'm here to tell you, you do.
Wow. Ridgely,
a lot.
yes, thank you so much for sharing like that. Wow, that's very moving. So I didn't know we were going to this level, Ridgely. So let me take another crack at my story, right? I gave you like the face story, right? And everybody out there, if you feel like you have a story like this and have had trouble, expressing your voice, put a 1 in the chat and let us know as well. Actually, it's not the chat, it's the questions. Just put it in the questions. But originally, let me share a little bit more about like how my family got to this spot, okay? Because like I'm just vibing off of your energy, and it's a similar story. My family is from China, okay? And we started leaving China in the 40s and the 50s because exactly of what was going on. The government was shutting us all up, right? And so we did not have the freedom in those times to say what you wanted to say. It was so desperate that my uncles would get incarcerated again and again and again for leaving the country, right? They were trying to swim to Hong Kong. My grandfather, actually, he had to buy the identity of somebody else who had been drafted in the U.S. Army. And he was willing to go to America and serve in the Army so that he could have a voice, right? He wound up liking it so much that after the Army stint, he wound up going and re-enlisting, but over in the Air Force, right? So my point is, and I actually can find a picture here. I want to share it. If I may, originally, I just want to share this picture. Where is my picture? Because, oh, here we go. Okay, so, all right, so this is my little scrapbook from what I rang the bell at the NASDAQ building in Times Square, right? But before I got there, this is us in the early 60s, right? Wong's Laundry. So my grandfather, he bought the identity. His name was Chan. He actually bought the identity of a man named Wong and wound up being able to leave the country. And one by one, the rest of my family got out, risking incarceration and everything else, to start a life here. And we came because we didn't have a voice in China. And here we had a voice. So being able to speak our truth is super meaningful to us, to the point of where we actually establish a new identity. So I'm getting a little choked up as well. So thank you, Richard.
Yeah, I mean, this is because, and to the group community, you matter. Your voice matters. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be heard. We're on a mission at Groove, me being part of the family, part of the team, right? We're on a mission to change the world, but it's going to change through every one of you individually expressing your truth, who you are, what you're about, in a compelling fashion that makes people take action, that makes people do things, right? You matter a lot, and your voice matters a lot. And so I'm just going to say right now, this may be the most important, most meaningful, and impactful webinar you've ever been on, because we're going to change the way you look at you. We're going to talk about how you could express you better in such a more powerful way using the biology of the brain, which we're going to get into, to make a huge impact and to help us with the Groove community as a Groovester to really take your voice, your message, your genius out to the world. So we're going to get super serious around here. And again, there's, as was mentioned earlier, I'm so blessed to run Groove Growth for the team, to be a part of that, to have the opportunity to work with some of the fabulous, amazing people. Supposed to be showing Groove member. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, we'll come back for a second. And to, on a weekly basis, be able to bring you content, Groove Growth inspirations. Tomorrow, we're doing a Groove Growth with the fabulous Donna Fox, our Chief Marketing Officer, to bring you education and inspiration, because you need both. You need to be inspired to keep taking action, and we need to get further educated so that we can move forward on an ongoing basis. Both of those things are super important. So again, get ready, because we're going to get super, super serious. And to have a little fun here, I also wanted to let you know that please stay until the end so that you can find out about our flabbergastingly astounding and crazy offer and crazy gift just for sticking around. You definitely want to stay to the end. Turn off your phones, turn off the other screen, do whatever you got to do, because we are jumping in effective right now. All right, here we go. At the end of the day, we're all in online marketing in Groove. We're all participants. And online marketing is only about two things. It's only about two things, nothing else. It is only about how do people find you, we call that traffic, and what happens when they do. That's conversion. There is nothing other than traffic and conversion. And we have to become good at both of these. We got to find a way to generate traffic, and we got to find a way to do conversion.
Exactly.
But here's the piece that people don't pay attention to. Traffic is about them. Conversion is about you. Conversion is about your ability to express your voice in a compelling way that attracts other people to you, to your product, to your service, to whatever it is that you're providing for people. It's really important to understand that distinction, right? And here's the deal. Everybody has traffic. You have Facebook, there's emails, podcasts, etc. Or you can buy traffic. There's paid traffic. Conversion is much more difficult and much more important. Why? Because if you master conversion, you can always get traffic. And I think really want to just repeat that.
It gives me such a
traffic can be had by anybody. Everybody has some form of traffic already, and if you don't, you can buy it. Conversion is the tough part. Conversion is about you. Conversion is about your voice. It's about being heard. It's about being able to express yourself in a compelling way so that other people buy into you, your product, your service, your offering, your tribe, whatever that may be. And if you master conversions, other people will send you traffic because they want to make money with you. If you master conversions, you can buy the traffic because you can afford to buy the traffic because you're converting at a much higher rate than the traffic. So at the end of the day, conversions is everything. It's all about mastering conversions, which, and this is the part that gets me fired up about this, which is all about mastering your ability to explain and showcase yourself to the market. Kimberly, what do you have to say about that?
I'm glad we're being so emphatic about this, because we work with a lot of newbies, like people just starting up their business or what have you. And to a person, they typically think that the traffic part is the hard part, when in fact, the conversion part is the much harder part, right? And so, I'm really glad we're emphasizing this.
Yeah, it's super important for everybody to get this because, again, you master conversions, you get traffic. People will send it to you. Other groomsters will send you traffic so that they can support your offering and you make money together in a win-win environment. Traffic is easy. Conversions are hard, but your voice is about conversions. Being heard is about conversions. And I just want to know, in the questions, who here thinks that they deserve to be heard besides me? I really want to be heard. Do you want to be heard? Put a yes in the chat or a Y in the chat if you think you deserve to be heard, because I think you do. I believe you do very deeply. All right, so in this presentation, we're going to talk about how to dramatically increase your conversions using brain biology. Right. We're going to talk about the difference between the neocortex or thinking brain and the limbic brain or feeling brain and why this is crucial in sales. We're going to talk about how to create limbic messaging that targets the decision-making part of the brain so you get decisions made in your favor and make more sales. We're going to talk about how to be heard and make your voice matter. And by the way, that is my mission. To make your voice matter is what I care about most. Being heard, making your voice matter. When you get suppressed like I did, it's super crazy. And by the way, you make way more money with no additional effort. And I want to tell you how crazy control and madness can be. My grandmother, Gaga, she took the Coca-Cola fortune to her grave 39 years ago. It is still locked up in a trust today. She disinherited my mother, told her to shut up, and she didn't, so she got disinherited. And that's how crazy this is and how important it is to wake up all of us to the fact that you have something amazing inside you. You deserve to be heard, and we're going to make that happen. So, sorry I get a little passionate about this, but I truly, truly believe that it is our mission in Groove to go out there and change the world, right? And we got to do it one person at a time, and that means you have to be heard. All right, let's look at a cross-section of the brain. We're going to get into brain biology. As Tom mentioned, I've written 19 books, 5 of them on emotional intelligence and brain biology, with a particular focus on how does the human being make decisions, which includes the decision to buy your product or buy your service. Really important to understand that. So around the perimeter of the brain, around the outside, you have the neocortex. It's responsible for logic, data, information, features, benefits, and language, speech and words. The fact that we understand each other right now is because of the neocortex. I think we can all agree that that's pretty important. Here's the thing, though. The neocortex doesn't make decisions. We make decisions in the limbic or feeling brain. We make decisions based on a feeling, and we justify those decisions in logic. And it always works in that sequence. How many of you have had this experience? All the data, all the information points to taking this action at this moment, and at the last second you recall and go, whoa, 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 that doesn't feel right. All of us, right? That's your limbic decision-making brain stepping in. So what is the challenge? The challenge is that most people in their messaging and what they do talk to the neocortex, the thinking brain. In other words, they're talking to the wrong part of the brain. I love this quote from Jim Quick, who says, we're not logical, neocortex, we're biological. That's heart space, emotion. That's how we make decisions. We make decisions based on emotions, and then we justify them with logic. And it always works in that sequence. So when you're creating your voice, when you're expressing yourself, what do you want to be talking to? The decision-making limbic brain with limbic messaging, or the neocortex that's going to think about it? They're going to think about joining your tribe. They're going to think about whether they like your product. They're going to think about whether they like your service, as opposed to making a decision in your favor. This is so important to understand this, right? So I'm just going to recap. You make decisions based on feelings in your limbic brain. You justify those decisions based on logic in your thinking brain. Almost all marketing targets the wrong part of the brain, and that's why you're not making enough sales. When you target the limbic decision-making brain, you get way more decisions made in your favor, including the critical decision to buy your product or service. And it's about you, and we're going to talk about that a lot more. This is so important that everybody gets the importance of you matter. Your voice matters. And I want to share with everybody, I'm going to show a video that helps to highlight this. And if I can find it, 1 second. Now I'm not able to, I'm going to come to a video in just a second, where I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by limbic messaging per a video. Okay, so for some reason, we are not able to access any videos right at the moment. So if we can't show a video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a website. Okay, we're going to show a website. If we can't access the videos, we'll figure out why we can't access the videos here in just a minute. But I'm going to show a website. All right, so 1 sec, guys, here. All right, so we're going to go and take a look at a website that has limbic messaging built all over it. Here we go. All right, why does it keep doing this to me? Oh, well, a sec, doesn't matter. We're just going to go figure it out ourselves. All right, are you seeing avatar marketing here, Lee?
Yes, we believe in your big idea.
All right, take a look at that. Notice what that is. It's an invitation into that thought. I believe, so would you like somebody to believe in your big idea? If you do, give me a Y in the chat. Of course you would. So anywhere you go on this website, you're going to see the same kind of thing. You're going to see messaging that is an invitation into a belief. We believe in persistence and crossing the finish line. Who here believes in persistence and crossing the finish line? Especially, of course you do if you're a groovester. Absolutely, because that's what we do. We believe energy flows where attention goes. This is limbic messaging. This is so powerful. Anywhere you go on this site, you're going to see, we believe in listening. Who believes in listening? Notice this is an invitation into that thought process. If you believe in listening, you're going to say, wow, I believe in that. These people get me. Wow, that is super incredible. And I wanted to bring on a very special guest who is with us today, Bridget Callahan, who happens to be the creator of that particular website. And Bridget, we've known each other a little while. Now you are a graphics expert. You are a presentation mastery is your company. You do these amazing things. What has it meant to you to understand limbic messaging and what it can do for your clients?
I just look back when I first saw you speak, and I signed up right away for your course. And then when I jumped into the course, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I haven't heard of this stuff. And so bottom line, it's a game changer. And after studying with you for a year, then I started implementing it in my business. And I actually reached out to you and said, hey, can you meet with my client, the avatar client? And you laughed because your offer was an avatar formula. So it was kind of like, pretty funny relation there. But these two women run this marketing agency for natural products. And I've been working with them since the early 2000s. And when we got together on that meeting, they were blown away by you. When you walked them through their limbic messaging, and they got to create from their heart, from their soul, from what they believe in, and walk through that whole process, in a couple of hours, we had everything done. And then the marketing copy just evolved from that. And then from that, we evolved the pictures. We created the visual limbic messaging is what I like to call it, because it's kind of like you wouldn't go to the movie theater and close your eyes and just listen to the movie. You want to have those visuals as well. And so again, the website I designed for them before this website, and it was great for them for 10 years. But this, again, was a game changer. And what I love about what this brings to you is, we're working on another client's website right now, and we met with them a month ago, and their group was just blown away by your process. And I tell people about this. I talk about limbic messaging when I talk about my slide design, and people are like, what is that?
Yeah, not easy to explain because of that difference between the neocortex and the limbic brain. But when you experience it, when you see it on a website, you say, whoa, I get this. This is super powerful. This is amazing, amazing stuff. So anyway, last words for those people thinking about maybe they ought to get some limbic messaging. What would you say to them, Bridget?
Don't think about it. Just do it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for joining us for just a quick minute here. Great website that was created, that particular one. I know you're doing a lot more, and we certainly look forward to supporting you for a long, long time. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Okay, so let's go back here and talk some more about, I want a very fundamental point here, and that is why, let's take a look at this website. Everybody seeing this? Are you seeing my screen now, Kiwi?
Yes, it says, why don't you know about this?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you why. Here's why. Because the uber successful giant companies don't want you to know about it. This is Walmart, Target, Apple, Harley Davidson, Purina, etc. They've spent millions of dollars figuring out how to do this, and they certainly don't want to share it with you. And here's a key point. This is how brain biology works. The fact that you are not making enough sales right now is not your fault. It's not your fault. You were just talking to the wrong part of the brain. This is all going to change with limbic messaging. As we move forward and talk more about this, you're going to find out a lot more about limbic messaging and why it is so crazy, crazy powerful. Now, does it work? So let's talk about it. Works on a website. It works with big companies. But does it work with a simple product, right? Does it work with a basic product, the kind of product that you might have somewhere in your world? Yes, the answer is yes. It works with, I want to give you an example of a simple water bottle. And I want you to notice how that you don't actually even, one second, you don't actually hear the difference, you actually experience the difference. Okay. So, what does classic traditional messaging sound like with a water bottle? It sounds something like this. At ABC Water, we have the purest water with the cheapest. We have the purest water from the deepest stream with all the antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals you need to hydrate your body. Want to buy some? And it motivates nobody to buy that water. Nobody. Because it's all about what they have, what they make, what they sell, and not what they believe, not what they stand for. Now listen to the difference when we talk about using limbic messaging. At our water, we believe that the body is a temple. And only the finest ingredients should ever be put into it. We have the purest water from the deepest stream with all the antioxidant vitamins you need to hydrate your body. Want to join the cause?
Right there.
You can feel the difference. You don't just hear the difference, you can feel the difference. That's why limbic messaging is so powerful. It enables you to experience and feel that difference. All right.
That's a great example, Richard. Thank you for that. Richard, for that video, we can bring Tom back in and have him play the video. I think as the presenter, he'll be able to do it.
Ridgely is the presenter. I can't do it now. Ridgely, under the sharing part, so go in the top right corner, click on the sharing, and then below it you'll see show, and then below that you'll see a drop down of the videos. Do you see those in sharing?
Unfortunately, Tom, the videos have seemed to have disappeared from the show.
I just checked. They're still there. I'm going to change myself back to the presenter, and then you just tell me which video you want me to show.
Okay, awesome. Well, I know where we should start. How about we start with video 1?
All right, perfect. Video 1. Here we go. Let me see here. All right, here we go.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in forts made from sofa cushions and blankets, licking the frosting off the mixer, and hanging masterpieces on the refrigerator door. We believe in gardens and that the sun recharges your soul. We believe in sending your neighbors smoke signals and celebrating for no reason at all. We believe in Friday night sleepovers and Sunday morning sleep-ins. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and having a lock on the master bedroom door. And finally, we believe your home really is your castle, and that our calling in life is to find the one that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Awesome. Hang with us, Tom, if you want, because we might play another one here in just a second.
Just cue me up. Let me know.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thanks very much. So think about that. What did they talk about? They talked about what they believe, which is why they exist. We believe in the man cave. We believe in the woman cave. We believe in having a lock on the master bedroom door. We believe in masterpieces on the refrigerator door. Only at the very end, after telling you why they exist, what they believe. In other words, they were expressing themselves to the world. Only at the very end did they say, and our calling in life is to find the one that's perfect for you. Their how and what they do. The world wants to know, who are you? What are you about? What do you stand for? What do you believe? And when you express that with great clarity using limbic messaging, people raise their hand and say, I want to be with that Tom Beal guy. I resonate with him. I want to be with that Hubert Lee guy. Came over from China. That was kind of amazing. I want to be with, insert your name. I want to be with you. I want to be with you because you told me who you are so that I can buy into you, become a part of what you're all about, and I can enjoy your gift to the world, whatever that may be. So this time I want to show another video, but this one's a side-by-side. We're going to take a look at traditional messaging versus limbic messaging. This is George McInnes and his son Proctor McInnes. George McInnes created a company called McInnes Brothers, middle of last century, a big company, $500 million a year construction company, taught the business of construction to his son Proctor McInnes, who went out 20 years later and said, Dad, I got to do my own thing, I'm checking out here, and went and created McInnes Builders. So look at McInnes Brothers, traditional messaging, versus McInnes Builders, limbic messaging. And notice the way you feel as you watch the messaging and experience it. Tom, if you could play that second one for us, that would be super awesome. This is George's website. Traditional messaging like every other construction company site. There's a building they built on the front, and the text reads, established in 1947, blah, 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 just like everybody else. Nobody cares. This site doesn't touch you nor motivate you to take action in their favor. Here's Proctor's website with limbic messaging. We believe in changing skylines. Wow, what a difference, right? Super powerful. You feel good when you see this. Let's go to About Us. McInnes Brothers built a reputation for quality, integrity, and fairness. Watch what happens when you say the same thing using limbic messaging. Proctor. We believe in doing the right thing when no one is looking. In this message, Proctor is also demonstrating the virtue of integrity, though in a way that touches you in your limbic decision-making brain. Here's George's classic services page, all about what they do, what they offer, what they sell. Check out Proctor. We believe in big boy toys. Puts a smile on your face, makes you feel good about being here. On to the traditional portfolio page. Here's George. No more than a bunch of photos. And here's Proctor, talking about what he stands for. We believe in looking you in the eye and that a handshake constitutes a deal.
Wow.
The portfolio of work is below the limbic message.
Powerful.
As you can see, limbic messaging is a complete game changer. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. So, who here? Give me a why in the question box. Give me a why down there if you think it might be a good idea to get some limbic messaging on your website, in your social media, in your sales funnels, in your sales processes, in your invitations. Who here thinks it might be a really good idea to get some limbic messaging everywhere.
Mm.
And I'm going to drive this point home with a commercial from one of those giant companies that we referenced, the ones that don't want you to know about this. This comes from Target, and it just came out. This is a Target commercial. Tom, do you see that one there? Do you see it? Fire it up.
Yep.
All right, now, fire it up first, and then I'll tell you why this is so powerful.
We believe in the power of helping hands, covering every detail, making space for everyone, teamwork that works, so you can find ways to stay close. We believe in always taking care.
Now, here's why that is so ridiculously powerful. Think about this. If you believe in the power of helping hands, and you believe in always taking care, you're in line with what Target expressed to you that they believe. And if you're driving home and there are 3 places where you could stop to get the thing that you need at home, and one of them's Target, there is 0 chance you're going anywhere else. You're going to Target because they hit you where you live in your limbic brain. And what I'm saying to everybody, as a Groovester, we have to become this good at expressing who we are to the world. So the world receives us as an invitation, and then they come into our world, and they want to be part of our tribe, and they want our products and services because they trust us and they feel like they're in the right place. That's what we want to accomplish. If you could change me back to presenter, Tom, then I will keep on going with our slide presentation with Hubert. Hubert, you want to say anything about that?
There we go. Those examples are really, really great. I think we should define for the audience, what about those commercials made them limbic? Like, what's the concept that they were using behind limbic messaging?
What they're doing is they're issuing an invitation into a belief system. They're saying, we believe in the power of helping hands. Anybody believe in the power of helping hands? Mm-hmm. We believe in always taking care. Anybody else believe in always taking care? And if you believe that, you're stepping in their direction. You internally, without even knowing it, are feeling like, wow, Target is my kind of place. That's where I want to go. They get me. Why? Because you created that common bond, that unity based on a belief system. So for everybody who's watching, I want to lay something on you right now. So here we go. Right there. It says, why do I want you to know about this? Because your success matters. So in the questions, give me a 1 if you believe your success matters. Give me a 1 right now. Just give it to you. If you believe your success matters, give me a 1. Guess what I just did? I just laid a limbic message on y'all. Just letting you know, I just laid one on you. That's right. Because if you believe your success matters, now you're stepping in my direction. You're coming to that Ridgely guy. He gets me. He believes my success matters. And I do. And I think it's really important that your voice becomes so clear that you can share what you have to offer the world. Right? So we're going to talk about that because at the end of the day, and this is a super important point, super important, people, before they buy your product or your service, there's one thing they have to buy, and that's you. Mm-hmm. They have to buy you, your voice. That's why I'm so adamant and passionate about your voice matters. You deserve to be heard. And you have to become great at expressing you to the world, because it doesn't matter how good your product is or how good your service is if you can't connect with people and build that trust based on expressing you to the world in an authentic and compelling manner. Hubert? Oh, you're on mute.
Right. And so I think it's so powerful, so powerful. The limbic messaging combined actually with the making it customer centric to make it all about you. That is a powerful combination. Maybe you want to spend 30 seconds on the customer centric part of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's so crazy. But there are 3 top rules of marketing, right? 3 top rules of marketing. Pay close attention. Rule number 1, it's all about them. Mm-hmm. Rule number 2, it's all about them. Rule number 3, I bet you can figure it out. You're right. It's all about them. So what we see out there is people, we are amazing. We make these things. We are the best at this. Who cares? I'll tell you who cares. Nobody. All they care about is what can you do for them. So in expressing your voice, first you share who you are, what you believe, and then you make the rest of the copy you're offering about them using you language, not me language. It is just so critical, and people just forget it. So at the end of the day, what is the formula? You got to discover your why, what you believe, right? What you stand for. Learn how to express that through limbic messaging so that you attract those who believe what you believe, and then you deploy your messaging everywhere. That is the formula. That's what we want to do. And I want to take you to another website, and we're going to check it out so I can show you exactly what we are talking about. All right, we're going here. See if this works. It work? I don't know why it's not working easily, but it's not. Okay. You see it, Hubert?
Yes, my LED stock.
This is a phenomenal website. Now, this is a very expensive website because a lot of video on here, but look at the messaging. That's the part we care about. Everywhere you go, you deserve end-to-end solutions. This is, by the way, is a company that brings in LED lighting from China. We believe in a greener world for our children. I agree with that. Okay, look at this. We believe in partnership. Now, so you have the limbic messaging up top, but what if we believe in getting it done right the first time, every time? What about down below that? Okay, your end-to-end lighting solutions, not just end-to-end lighting solutions, which is about myledstock.com, your end-to-end lighting solutions, which is about the client, the customer, right? So take a look at the language below. What it used to say is, myledstock.com provides maximum sustainability, energy system reliance, and increased business. No, make it about the client. You want maximum sustainability, energy system reliance, and increased productivity through myledstock.com. In other words, it's the limbic message first, and then customer-centric copy second to make it about them. So first you share what you believe, you connect on an emotional level, then you make the rest of the copy about them, and that is how you drive your conversions through the stratosphere. This is game-changing stuff. This is stuff that will change the way you look at marketing and messaging. As Tom Beal said at the very beginning of this webinar, forever. You'll never look at it the same again, based on understanding this combination of limbic messaging to connect, establish that bond, that relationship, that feeling. We make decisions based on a feeling, and then make the copy about the customer next so that you connect with them. You're having a conversation with each individual as you go through this. It is super crazy powerful. Hubert, do you have anything to say about that?
Establish
I have to emphasize that as well. That is practically the secret formula in a nutshell, right there. It's what they call a writer-downer.
Yeah. And I want to go, and I'll give this back to Tom to show us this fourth video. This is a before and after video. So this is a law firm, okay? So I hope there's no lawyers on there, but since I'm a lawyer, I can say this stuff about lawyers. Lawyers are terrible at marketing, terrible. They're way too busy. They don't have any time. They can't get it done. Look at a before and after, traditional versus limbic messaging, and pay attention to how you feel as we go through this. Here's what the home page looked like before we worked with them. Classic law firm website, same as everyone else's, motivates no action in their favor. Let's take a look at what it transformed into. What a difference, right? We believe that doing the right thing matters. This is one of the limbic messages right from their client avatar formula portal. Here's the old About Us page. And here's the new. Look at the limbic subhead. Everything we do is directed to specific outcomes for you, our client. Achieving your success is our mission. Here's an old tab, basically a list of people that motivates no behavior in their favor. It's now called Meet the Team, and look at the difference. This kind of messaging makes your prospects want to do business with you. It makes your clients proud to talk about you and recommend you. It changes everything about the way you're perceived in the marketplace. Their limbic messaging frames the way you feel about them. If you resonate with their message, you become an ideal client for them. And they are crushing it. They actually are pretty close to where you are, Hubert Lee, right? Those guys? Good folks? You're on mute.
Oh, yes, right down the road, actually.
Yeah. So let me grab presenter back if you don't mind, Tom. Thank you very much. Yeah, they live right down the road, and they're doing super, super well because I guarantee you that there are no other insurance law firms out there. What? Huey? Say something? All right. So I want to show that you can use this anywhere and everywhere. You guys seeing you can use limbic messaging on your invoices? Hubert, are you seeing that?
Yes.
All right. So take a look at this invoice. This is an invoice. Hubert and I went up to Canada a couple months ago. $20,000 job, right? It's a nice size job for 1 day worth of work. And we went up there, and I remember before I sent this invoice that the CFO of the company said, well, we kind of like to pay half up front and then half a couple weeks after we completed the work. I said, sure, no problem. But notice what it says right down here in the bottom left-hand corner. We believe in service excellence, right? A limbic message on the invoice.
I like that.
And you know what happened? I sent the invoice. They paid it in full 2 weeks before the event. Boom, right? Just like that. This is legit. You need limbic messaging, not just a few places, everywhere you can think of. And Tom, I'll ask you to grab the screen back, and because I want to let you guys know it works for everything. Even for nonprofits, this works super well. I want you guys to take a look. Here, let me give you the backstory. Here's the backstory. The beginning of the pandemic, I get a call from a friend of mine. Says, hey, we got an issue here. I'm working with Ballet Palm Beach, and they can't meet with any of their donors. The donors are afraid because of COVID. Nobody understands what's going on. They're in huge trouble. They're going to go out of business if we don't do something. So I said to him, I said, hey, man, well, you're amazing with videos. Let's do a limbic messaging workshop with those guys. Get some limbic messaging together, and then let's see if a limbic messaging video will help them raise money and stay open. So Tom, if you wouldn't mind showing video number 5 for Ballet Palm Beach, and then we'll talk about it. This is the client avatar formula portal for Ballet Palm Beach. Here's their team after discovering their mind types, all set up in their portal. They did the work through each of the modules. And here are their limbic messages under their belief tab. As a nonprofit, their clients are their donors. We help them understand that the best way to reach their donors during this pandemic is through video. Check it out. At Ballet Palm Beach, we believe dance speaks to your soul. We believe in telling stories that fill you with joy. We believe in rapture, magic, and fairy tales. We believe that sweat and hard work create beauty and excellence. We believe in goosebumps and great performances that take your breath away. We believe in touching every heart and leaving no one behind. Ballet Palm Beach, where we believe that dance is for everyone. I love that. Where we believe that dance is for everyone, and I'm very happy to let you all know that Ballet Palm Beach is still alive, thriving, and well. And I want to bring in a very good friend of ours just to share a few words with us. He is the founder of the Palm Beach Video Academy and the guy who produced that video. Federico, can you join us and share a few words as to, thank you, man, all the way from Palm Beach. I recognize your place.
Oh, indeed, yes.
So tell us.
Originally.
Before we speak to Federico, can you become presenter again, Richly, so that we see
Okay.
Federico? in large format.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Being the enlarged format person. There we go. And take us back to Fede. So Fede, we've been friends a long time, and you know about our work, and suddenly it's like, wait a second. This limbic messaging applies to the. And by the way, guys, just to because I know he wouldn't say it, but this is an award-winning filmmaker who produces the Bankies, which is the Oscars of the banking industry, and has to work with bank CEOs all the time. Wow. Very expensive packages that can't talk to a cardboard box, never mind a camera. And what is he doing? Using limbic messaging. Fede, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. Actually, we are right now. Let me first, share with everybody. Originally, since we created that video, 5 more nonprofit organizations, all of them with limbic messaging. Fortunately, all of them are actually doing pretty well, and even through the pandemic, which and nonprofits got hit really hard. Well, those that were under this spell did incredibly well, because think about it. I mean, even in a context of so much isolation and everybody in their own space, all of a sudden we're reaching out there with like, hey, I recognize you as a human, Yeah. And that has been just so powerful. Right now we're doing, even bigger things than that. So for hiring, I mean, think about this. I mean, originally using your technology essentially for hiring, because there's a different way in which we would speak limbically, to say a teller or somebody, that different people have different ways of being communicated to. And for all you groovesters out there, this is huge, because if you know who your avatar is, you must know the way to speak to them. And that's sort of what we've specialized in now, and it's going incredibly well, Rich.
I can tell you one thing. I want to say thanks a lot for joining us for just a brief moment there, Fede. The thing that makes me the happiest is knowing that Ballet Palm Beach is still dancing. That those other nonprofits are still in business, and they're helping unwed mothers, and they're helping people with addictions, and they're helping all kinds of people because of limbic messaging. So. Yeah. Thanks, Fede, man. Thanks a lot for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Fede.
Yeah. So we'll go back and talk a little bit more. I want to show one more website because this is a masterpiece that incorporates everything about limbic messaging, and this is McKinney Dentist. So you see McKinney, Hubert?
We do.
So look at this. Oh, there's a slider there. And the slider is made up of 3 elements. First, a limbic message. You deserve confidence, you can wear. Then customer patient-centric. Do crooked teeth keep you from smiling? Are you embarrassed? And then a call to action. So first, limbic message at the top. Then it goes straight into customer-centric copy. Then it goes into call to action. That is the trifecta. That is the triple whammy of success for you and your business, understanding who you are, expressing that with clarity. We believe in crisp apples and juicy steaks. Well, somebody that has implants, they left those behind a long, long time ago, or they want those, and that's why they go here. And then, are you tired of never smiling? Do you shy away from pictures? What if you had a beautiful smile, right? All about the patient, not the firm. That is so important. Limbic message, customer-centric copy or patient-centric copy, followed by a call to action. That is the absolute slam dunk of marketing to get results. Hubert Lee, you want to say more? You built that website.
Can you show your screen again? I just want to pick up the thought that you had earlier when you showed the invoice example. I want to show another example of using limbic messaging on your utility pages. If you click on contact, hover over contact, and then under resources.
Yep.
And then patients, and then click on forms. And so this is like the utility section, right? But limbic messaging works very, very well here as well. Scroll down to the bottom and then click on the link that says patient financial agreement. You go back up.
Okay.
Stop
right
there.
Yep.
New patient financial agreement.
Yep.
Click on that. So this is where oftentimes when you're establishing a new relationship with the client, they've not yet even come to your office yet. You want them to fill out the forms, right? The financial agreement is scary. Some people will back out when they're asked to sign that they're committing to the payment, right? Here, we scroll down, we surround the utility part of this form with limbic messaging, thereby making it much more palatable and then infusing some emotion into what otherwise would be, a scary place for the clients.
Yeah, I love that, because we care for you and about you. How does that make a client feel? It makes the client feel great, or the patient in this case. But, oh, we care for you and about you. Wow, I feel good about this. I think I'm okay signing this $50,000 implant contract, right? Or $40,000 cosmetic approach with veneers. I mean, these are big ticket items that people are using limbic messaging to get higher conversions. And like I keep saying, at the end of the day, conversions is everything. And I want to get so that those are 5 CEOs that own that practice right there. Tom, I'm wondering if I could tap you again to play that video that said that not testimonials 2, testimonials 1, the first one. This is CEOs from all over the world talking about limbic messaging and what it's meant to their business.
Using the why for your business or your enterprise, to me, it's like having the secret sauce. It's your own, but it's the secret thing that you don't know you have yet, and it's just going to give you that extra notch up so that when you're delivering, whether it's your marketing message or your internal communications with team members or with your clients, you're just much more succinct. You can just deliver it straight through what people need, what they want, and how they process information. Again, it's like a secret sauce.
The one thing that really, really made my skin tingle and got me super excited was watching the videos about how other people had communicated their whys in their business. It really attracted me to the business and the way that they were expressing what they did. It made me want to do business with them. So
you have to know your why. My why is to make a difference.
It's the methodology that Ridgely has developed that makes it really super simple, super easy to understand. There's not a lot of difficult technology nor concepts to grasp. And because it is a very personal thing and it begins from a personal level, it's a guarantee.
I hope to have him here in Saudi and again very Ridgely knows his stuff, and all credit to him. And he's got the research to prove it, and he kind of, for me, he met my logical brain, but he also, my limbic brain, he also touched, which for me is touching the heart, which is also important.
It's a buffering. Paradigm shift. You can never go back from, once you've gone white, Wi-Fi, you can't go back. Ridgely is a magician.
I think it's going to not only improve them in individually in their respective areas, improve the company, but they're going to want to stay with the company long term because of what you've done today. Don't think twice, just do it. It's great.
Oh, I had to chuckle because that's my personal business mentor is that last guy. He was a CEO of a little operation called T. Rowe Price. Todd Rupert, super great guy, really amazing, and very grateful for him to say that. We had a chance to work with some of his companies, more than one. He has a lot of them. Anyway, so I hope you guys are getting this, right? Limbic messaging is kind of ridiculous. Who here put something in the question that says, I get it. Yeah, give me a 1. Give me something. Let me know that you're seeing exactly what we're talking about, because we're about to unveil what is coming your way and how Hubert and I can help you express you to the world. So here we go. We're just going to show right now. We're going to go with it. Launching. Whoop, hold on. I don't know why this is. We're going back to old school in the future, Hubert. You seeing launching for the first time customer conversion formula?
No, I'm seeing the dentist site.
Okay, let's go here. See what happens. Now what do you see?
Same.
Okay, well, I'm having way too much fun with technology. Okay,
There we go.
There we go.
Yes.
Super excited, guys. Launching this for the first time, the Customer Conversion Formula Platinum Program. Now, what makes this so different than anything we've done before, everything you've seen until now is examples of work we do for others. This is the first time in history that we are transferring the knowledge to you, that we have a program that is designed to have a complete knowledge transfer. That means that this is an insane lifetime value that's going to stay with you for the rest of your business career. You're never going to stop using limbic messaging and the ability to express yourself to the world in a compelling fashion. We've never done this. This is an incredible situation, and we're going to put ourselves on your team. So, question, who thinks it might be a good idea to have Ridgely and Hubert and all of our experts on your team? Give me a Y in the questions right now. I want to know who thinks, wow, yeah, I think maybe getting Ridgely on my team might be a pretty good idea, right? All right, cool.
Serious cost.
So, what is it?
Yeah.
This is the official launch of the Customer Conversion Formula Platinum Program. We had some challenges a couple weeks ago technology-wise, so this is it. And we're going to do a Groove, super ridiculous Groove special. And I think it's really important to just stop here for a second, because Groove is my home. Groove is my family. Hubert and I are Groovesters for life. We want to be on your team. I'm not kidding. And I want your voice to be heard. You deserve to have that happen. Your voice matters. Who you are and what you have to offer the world matters. Put us on your team. I'm not kidding. This is an opportunity. It's never happening again. What is the Platinum Program? What does it include? Dozens of modules, video trainings, examples of multiple limbic messaging, how to create limbic messaging formats, customer-centric copy, so much more. In fact, let me just show it to you. Well, let's see if I can get the right one to open up here. There it is. Hubert, you seeing it? You see it on the screen, Hugh?
What I saw was Groove Pro.
Okay, Groove Pro. Okay, great. I got too many videos open. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, so the Platinum Program. This is the mother lode right here. This is where you learn everything. When I open this up, obviously built in Groove by the awesome Groove team, take a look. Everything is in here. Welcome, knowledge transfer, current assets assessment. Where are you right now? What is your why and the mind type created by your why? What's your superpower?
I just see the header. The page is not moving. Did you scroll down the page?
I did, and it's not moving. I don't know why it's not moving. That's interesting. Well, hold on. We'll just do it old school way. As you can see, my strength would not be technology. So I'm doing my best over here, but we're definitely having a couple of challenges with technology. Okay, now what are you seeing?
Now I see the Platinum Program, yes.
Okay, cool. There you go. This is the Platinum Program with a welcome to knowledge transfer, current assets assessments. How do we figure out your why and your superpowers, your kryptonites? What are your communication keywords? What's the essence of what you do? How to define that? What are your core values? What's your vision? Who's your ideal customer? What's your story? On and on and on. And let me just break into one of these modules so you can appreciate how the knowledge transfer works, because it is deep. So here is one. This is just one of the many, many modules you saw. Power of limbic messaging. Then watch this short video on limbic messaging. Then download the belief statements, tips, and tricks. Then watch this video for excellent examples of limbic messaging. Then top secret only, $1 million limbic statements and messages. These messages are examples of limbic messaging that you can use for yourself. And there's page after page after page. These are all messages that were created from working with multi-million-dollar giant companies all over the world. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going. There's a ton of them. You can take these, you can tweak them, you can change them to make them your own. I'm telling you, it just keeps on going, and we add to them every time I do another workshop with another big company. I'm adding to all these limbic messages. We believe in pushing the limits. We believe in setting new records. We believe in expansion. We believe in better people. That's right. It just goes on and on and on. That's the power of limbic messaging. And Hubert, talk for a minute about how people can just literally take those, make them their own, and deploy them.
Yes, it's a starting point, and don't feel that it results in a cookie cutter result, because the methodology is so comprehensive that by the time you select some of your favorite we believe statements, it's a starting point, and you won't be able to help but infuse your own personality and stamp onto it. So we have a very comprehensive step-by-step set of instructions and starting points here.
All right, so you're seeing Platinum Program on screen, Hugh?
Yes.
Wow, maybe I'm getting it right. Even old dogs can learn new tricks. All right, so what does it include? I want to give you the whole scope of things so that you can make sure this is the right decision for you. It includes the Customer Conversion Formula Basic Program, Discover Your Mind Type, which is your why, and the mind type created by your why, the Mastermind, the software, and the Platinum. So let's take a look at all of that together. First, the software is $9.97 a year. Ordinarily, that's what it costs. Okay. That's what it's selling for on Groove right now. Okay, so we're going to add that over here, $9.97 a year for the software. And then the Mastermind, which is amazing. We meet all the time. It's $19.97 a year. Fantastic. 4 times a month we meet. You bring all of your content to the Mastermind. It's amazing. A lot of people said incredibly great things about the Mastermind. Incredible value. And then the Platinum program is $9,800. $9,800 for the complete knowledge transfer, which to me is pretty incredible. If you think about it, think about this. You pay 30 to 60 grand a year to some college for 4 years in a row with 0 guarantees, and then they come and they start asking you for money. So when you think about investing $10,000 into something that is going to change your business life forever, it's nothing. It's a fraction. But here's the thing. Okay. This is Groove, right? This is Groove. This is my family. This is the launch for the next 5 days of our software Mastermind Platinum, all combined into the Platinum program. Of course, we're going to do something incredibly ridiculous. And what we're going to do is we're going to charge $19.97 so that you save $7,803. That's a super special value, $12,794. You're going to save $7,803 on the Platinum price. Where do you got to go? Go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and enter the coupon code GROOVE, right? Because when you get there, you're going to see that the price is $9,800. That's what the price is going to be as of next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. So go there, put in the word GROOVE under the coupon code, and you will see that price drop, and you're going to save yourself $7,803. And I love this. What? Wait, what? That's exactly right. I just think that's a great image. Causes a lot of laughter there because it is kind of crazy. And people might be saying, well, why are you doing this, Ridgely? And Hubert, why are you guys doing this? We're Groovesters. That's why. We're in the family.
We're wearing the shirts. We're wearing the shirts, actually.
Sure. Everybody else out there, they can pay 10 grand. But my Groovesters are going to save $7,800. That's how we roll. That's how we're going to do it. But it's only for the next 5 days. So you got to make sure that you jump on that right away. Go right on over to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and sign up. And in a moment, I'm going to start welcoming some people that are doing that. Like I said, it's 5 days only because we love Groove. Go there, enter the coupon code. Don't forget to put in the coupon code to get the discount so that you have a massive, massive savings. And I just want to welcome a few people already who are jumping in right now or have already had a chance to jump in, even despite our technology kind of making it all wigged out. Mary Carnahan, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have you on board. Thank you for joining us. We are, this is super crazy. This is the lifetime access to Hubert and Ridgely, the most insane bonus of all. You get to become a Groovy Plat. And so I want to welcome the Groovy Plats, some of the Groovy Plats that are already part of this. Mary Carnahan, Gloria Koroglanian, welcome, welcome, welcome. Adelaide Fisk, so glad to have you on board as a Groovy Plat. Daria Porcelli, thank you so much for joining. Kevin Hall, I know, Kevin, you had a heck of a hard time getting through because of technology challenges, and you figured a workaround and joined anyway and became a Groovy Plat. So happy to have you with us. Michelle Gamble, Dr. Michelle Gamble, welcome, welcome as a Groovy Plat. Jared Cray, an incredible copywriter, by the way. Welcome, Jared. I'll welcome a few more in just a second because we're not even close to done yet. I love that. Before the customer conversion formula platinum, that's the look inside that you don't know you're putting out to the world. And here's what it looks like now. Crushing it. Yes, we are crushing it. Living life as a Groovy Plat. Yeah. So, again, hop on over. You know where to go. Oh, I got a secret bonus for you. A secret bonus. Now, I'm not going to use this right out of the gate. You got to be ready. But do you know who's in this cell phone right here? I mean, besides Donna Fox, Mike Filsame, Tom Beal, Hubert Lee, how about Roland Fraser, Jeff Walker, John Walker, Ryan Dice, Ryan Levesque, Barry Belcher, etc. All those guys are in this phone right here. So, anybody think it might be a good idea to know some of those people when it's the right time for you? Yeah, of course. One of those guys could change your life forever, okay? Just saying. So, secret bonuses, they just keep on coming. So when you look at the Platinum program, $9,800, access to Hubert and Ridgely. That's priceless. How are you going to do that? We're going to be in masterminds every single week moving forward. Our next one is when? Oh, tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow we're in a mastermind for all of those people who make the decision for yourself to go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and register. And it's kind of a little bit, I love putting up these goofy shots, right? It's about to get ridiculous because we're still barely warming up over here. This is Groove. This is my family. So what's that mean? Well, how about this? Mega bonus number 1. Archive of the paid for limbic messages, which you saw updated frequently inside the Platinum program so that you can tap into those anytime to find your voice. Again, I can't say it enough. Your voice matters. You deserve to be heard. I want you to be heard. I want you to help Groove change the world. So please go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and sign up so that we can help you. Okay, so we got the archives of messages, the Groovy Plats access to Hubert and Ridgely, the Platinum program, really pretty amazing. And I got to ask you a question. What if you could get a whole bunch of this limbic messaging done right now? What if rather than waiting, we could do something that could jumpstart everything you're about and you could start putting this limbic messaging all over your website, all over everything that you're doing online right now? Well, guess what? You can. Because on July 5th, that's next Tuesday, we're going to hold a live boot camp. We will provide the recording if you can't make it at that time. That's a $5,000 value. We've been selling for $5,000 with many, many companies for years. All you have to do is go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and you will experience the boot camp with us. And Tom Beal, if you could just please do me a favor and play that Testimonials 2 video, I would really appreciate it. This came from the people who happened to get through all the technology glitches last time and joined us for a boot camp a week and a half ago. Check out what they had to say. Absolutely. Wendy says, my takeaway, brilliant marketing matters. Nice. I like that. Even dropping a limbic message on us from Wendy. That's great. Fantastic.
That brain biology is cool. and I've learned, more about myself and my direction, and so thank you. It's been so beneficial. Thank you very much, everybody.
You're so welcome.
So many things to take away, but maybe what I would say is appreciation of the coaching and the guiding. That was really awesome. I really appreciate that, and just getting bashed about my website is a good thing.
Yeah, we're just getting started, man. Bring it to the mastermind for sure.
Thank you.
And Michael says, I love the way how one inspired the second. Perfect. Me too. Glenn, take away from you, my man.
We've been working for the last 3 or 4 months on this greater purpose marketing concept, and now I think I need to go back in and rethink some of the copy to blend in the whole limbic approach. And so, I can see a lot of copywriting in my future.
Well, make sure you bring it to the mastermind so we can help you, because that's what we're there for sure. Fantastic. Jared, how about you, my friend?
Hey, it's just short and to the point. Like a lot of times when people said stuff, you're like, you can break that into 2 or you can break that into 3. Like short and to the point.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We want to keep it limbic so people experience it as opposed to having to think about it. So thank you, by the way. And thank you for your contributions.
Well, it's a pleasure because the reason why I jumped into this is basically because I suspect, copywriting will be a thing. And certainly I am already sure that the jumping in was not a mistake, because I learned lots being a new guy, a new kid in the block, and basically the limbic thing is huge, and I'm just standing on shoulders in this group, and I'm just enjoying everybody's contribution.
So I've been studying marketing for a long time, and this has by far been like the fastest, easiest way to put everything together in a really concise format. I like the conciseness and the speed of all this. Yeah, this was awesome for me. Thank you.
This was just 10 days ago, guys. Just happened. And it's happening again next Tuesday. So if you want to be there and have that same experience that these other groovesters are having, then go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and sign yourself up. Right? Just go there now and get it done. I want to welcome some people just signing up right now. Greg Ryan, welcome to being a Groovy Plat. Also want to welcome Alan Hudson, Mary Lou Filovich, Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, David Hu, all new Groovy Plats that are going to be participating with us forever moving forward. But you know what? Here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is we're not done yet. I love that. I love the fact that it's my family, right? Okay, so we have the live boot camp. We have the paid for limbic messages. We have the platinum program, right? We're up to $14,800 in value so far. But wait a second. I got a question for you. Who here is planning on sticking around with Groove for the long term? Put a Y in the question thing. If you're sticking around like I am, I'm in for life. I ain't going no place, no time, no how, right? With Hubert, we're sticking around with you and with Groove. So I'm going to make the assumption that it's everybody. Every single person here is ready to be heard, ready to have your voice out there in the world making a difference, and you're going to stick around with Groove for the long term. So here's what we're going to do. Super crazy. If you recall, the software right there selling on Groove right now for $9.97 a year. How about we just give you 9 more years of the software for free? $8,973 value. Go to customerconversionformula.com/platinum. Enter the coupon code GROOVE. I think you can enter it in both uppercase and lowercase, but if you have to, put it in lowercase. And sign up so that you can get this, because now it's gotten super nuts, right? The platinum program, $9,800. The having access to Hubert and Ridgely, priceless. Limbic messages forever, priceless. A boot camp next Tuesday, $5,000, 9 more years of the software, we're talking $23,773 that you're going to pay only $19.97 or 3 easy payments of $797. And I think it's kind of important to reiterate something here, and that is this. We're super serious about helping you to be heard. We are super serious about making sure that your voice matters. We're super serious at getting you to be clear on who you are, what you believe, what you stand for, so that you can, like those people that you just saw in the video, have an amazing experience, put yourself out to the world, and be a part of the cause called Groove. And the cause called Groove is made up of a bunch of people inside Groove called Groovesters. That's you and me. And we want to be on your team together, doing this thing for the long haul so that we're out there to change the world. Hubert Lee, you want to say a few words?
I think this is an amazing opportunity. We continue to, we're humbled by the accolades that we receive. And I'm especially proud of it because it comes from a true place of service that Ridgely and I live in. So I'm humbled by that.
Yeah, and I want to welcome some more people that are joining and becoming Groovy Plus. Kim Larson, welcome. Alphonse Ruta Yesire, probably just butchered that last name. Sorry, Alphonse, I apologize. Christopher Chen, I know he's way down in Singapore. That's fantastic. Catherine Strata, welcome. Kevin Lassiter, Suresh Iyer, and the people just keep coming. James Mwangi. So make the same choice. Make the choice that your colleagues are making. They're making it for a reason, because it's a really good idea to join the Groovesters, to join the Platinum program and become a Groovy Plat. And I just want to share something. You know, at this point, you might kind of be at a crossroads, right? You're thinking to yourself, this sounds good. I don't know, am I in, am I out? What am I doing? And I'm just going to share with you that together, everyone achieves more. The acronym for team. And Hubert and Ridgely want to be on your team. So, Tom Beal joined the program. Tom Beal, the host of all of these GDPs, our very good friend, unbelievable Tom Beal, is a Groovy Plat also, who watched the entire 5-hour boot camp. Tom, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I told you before this call, Ridgely and Hubert, that I have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars from some of the most well-known and respected trainers and experts, some not even living anymore, but currently and in the recent past. And what you just provided in that boot camp was, if that was all people got for $10,000, it would give them the clarity that could dramatically elevate their results. And you asked questions and you framed it and you guided people. And this isn't just a training. What you guys do is actually working with people. And I was amazed to see that level of detail of interacting with each of the participants. That's what it's like to have you on their team, both of you. So Ridgely's expertise, Hubert's expertise, and you coming in with your messaging, they're there to work with you. They were asking people what their business was, you know, how to help them understand what their how to attract their ideal clients, what their ideal clients' problems, and a whole bunch of other exercises that really honed in at a level of detail I've yet to see in all of my hundreds of thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of training. You two are masters. And at the one a couple weeks ago where there was technical problems, while we were on break, I was putting my credit card information in. Why? Because, as mentioned, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars that have brought me to where I am. To have you two on my team for $10,000 would be a steal. I'm in. But for $19.97, it's unbelievable. Like, and break up the 3 payments. This is the best offer I have ever seen, period. Like, and I can say that honestly because of not just the value that you two bring, but in that boot camp, to see the level of commitment and how serious. It was 4+ hours that you guys sat there with all of the Groovy Plats and worked with each and every one of them. And the cool part about it is it's similar to at a Tony Robbins event when he's working with one person and he'll stop and say, time out. Is this just helping this one person or is it helping you all? Like, so when you're working with each of them, it's impacting and positively helping everyone in the Groovy Plats. So there's no better investment. And by the way, I have products and services, and I'm saying this, like, I would probably recommend people get this $2,000 to get you two on their team and then take some of my products and services, because this is the unfair advantage that is unparalleled. and if it was $25,000, it would still be a steal. So this, I just am emphasizing this, and yes, I am the host of this, but I didn't want to reach out and ask them for a favor. I was actually putting my credit card in because I wanted to come back from that last presentation a couple weeks ago and say, hey, by the way, how good is it? So good that I invested in it. And that's true. And so that's the level of quality that you bring. And when I watched that boot camp, it just solidified how awesome you two are. And then, by the way, I did log into the software, and that's where you can get more. Like, there's the training there, and it walks you through step by step. So you can go. I'm guessing, are they going to get the replay? People that join the Groovy Plats, they're going to get the replay? Yeah, so you're going to get that, which, by the way, has huge value just to go through that. Sit down with they tell you to open up a Google Doc and take the notes and stuff, but you'll have epiphanies that can take your business and results to the next level right away. And then you also have the software, which even goes deeper. And that's where the ongoing training, and that's where the weekly part of being a mastermind is going to kick in. So I'm a Groovy Plat, and I will make this wasn't pre-discussed, but I will conduct a training anytime you guys want me to, for the Groovy Plats in the upcoming weeks. We'll schedule it. We'll pick a topic. I'll do a training, and that's just an extra bonus. To engage with me is $3,000 to $5,000 a month minimum for an hour here, an hour there, right? So I'll invest a couple hours into the Groovy Plats. That's how strongly I believe in this, and how strongly I believe in you watching this. Whether you're here live or whether you're watching this replay, all three of us believe in you, believe in your message, believe that you have basically when you gain the clarity this is going to give you, you'll be able to help so many more people with the unique insights, wisdom, and expertise that you have. And so I liked your analogy of team. Together, everyone achieves more. I'm a Groovy Plat. I look forward to seeing you inside as a Groovy Plat, and I will tell you, you can't go wrong with this. And it will be 10 grand, and it will still be a deal. But this is a deal that is literally a steal, and it's an investment in yourself, in your future, in your messaging that will pay you back exponentially. So that's my feedback.
Hey, Tom, I just love Groove so much, man. So let's just go to this super ridiculous. Okay, what Tom said is 100% true. That video you saw of the boot camps is 100% true. When we go to do this at a company, you saw the invoice. It was 20 grand, right? I'm telling you right now, go register, customerconversionformula.com/platinum. Enter the code GROOVE. Sign yourself up. Make yourself a Groovy Plat. And if by the end of next Tuesday's boot camp, you are not 5,000% sold, you let me know. We'll just issue you a refund right there. No questions asked, period. Because if you show up and participate, there's no way you're not walking out of there saying, oh my gosh, this is the smartest investment I've made in my business so far. So that's how confident we are. Show up, register now, become a Groovy Plat. And by the way, I want to welcome a number of more people who have just joined up. William Bohannon, welcome to becoming a Groovy Plat. Darnell Drummond, welcome. Tim Faber, welcome. Gerald Crawford, welcome. Glenn Springfield, welcome. Michael Golaki, welcome. Wendy Hogan, welcome. So happy to have you. Graham Dinnan, welcome. SI Fabric, welcome. This is super cool. People joining the Groovy Plats, Hubert, because they get it, right? Because they get it. Now, this is only until Sunday night at midnight. So please, starting on Monday, which is July 4th, crazy coincidence, the price is jumping up to the $9,800. So take advantage. Save $7,803 right now and participate in our July 5th Tuesday boot camp, and you're going to get incredible results. Hubert, you want to guide any questions that are out there? I'm sure there may be some people that have some questions. I'd be delighted. We'd both be delighted to answer those. I can't kind of do what I'm doing and look at questions at the same time. If anybody has any questions, put your question in the question box. We'll be delighted to answer them. We have a little bit of time left today to help you make the decision that is right for you. And again, I just can't, based on what happened to me as a kid, I just can't stress enough how important I believe that your voice is. How important I believe that it is for you to be heard. How important it is for you to bring your genius to the world, whatever that is, and help make a difference. I mean, that's what Groove is all about. But it's also about you, right? Because Groove is you. You're a Groovester. We're Groovesters together. We're all in the same family. But here's the thing I also was thinking about.
The actual
it's not just about you, and it's not about me. It's about all of us. It's about all of us making that decision that we want to change the world, and that we have to know how to do that. Even if we have a great product or a great service, you still have to be able to express yourself and convey who you are so that people trust you, know, like, and trust, and then they will buy that product or service. And you can have that impact. And I personally believe that if someone is leaning in the direction of buying your product or your service, you should be able to push them across the line by using limbic messaging, getting them to agree internally first, so that when they see the offer, they're already predisposed to buy from you. That's why it's so important. Go there, register, use the coupon, become a Groovy Plat, right? Make that commitment to yourself as well as to your business and to your future. So here, if there are any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.
Indeed. And if you're following along, Richly, make sure you check the box that says show answered questions. We'll look at this in reverse order. Here's some good questions, Richly. I have two partners. This is from Christine. I have two partners. We had 3 businesses that we all work on together. Can we join as a consortium? And maybe you can explain how that works for multiple businesses as well, because we get a lot of those questions too.
Yeah, for sure. So the answer is, because you're Groovsters, the answer is yes. Here's the thing. If you're all the same partners, it doesn't matter how many businesses you work on, all of those businesses are going to take advantage of that limbic messaging. So in business number 1, what you believe is what you believe. In business number 2, what you believe is what you believe. What you sell is something different. But who you are as a human being, your voice, the one that we want to get out there authentically, is not going to change if the partners are the same. If the partners were different, that'd be another story. But if you've got partners, you have multiple businesses, you come to that boot camp next Tuesday, by the end of Tuesday, you are going to have limbic messaging to be deployed across all of your businesses. It doesn't matter how many there are. So for sure, sign yourself up, become a Groovy Plat, and then, you know, whoever's the sign-up person will introduce those people with these other guys as the Groovy Plats, whoever they are. You're all welcome to be Groovy Plats. I want to help you get your message out there. I want to also just welcome now Heather Atkinson, also a Groovy Plat, loving this. So the answer is sure. Did I answer the question, Hubert?
Yes, fabulous. Thank you. Here's one from Kathy that I'm sure is on people's minds too. If you can clarify this, Richard. How does this program integrate with the base Groove platform?
Okay, so again, Groove is the platform where you do your online marketing, and it provides all of the things that you need to do that, which is why it's so unbelievably remarkable. This is about one thing that matters so deeply. It's about conversions. This is about converting prospects into customers, people into your tribe. It's the messaging that goes on the Groove platform with you to help you make more sales, convert more people. All of our programs, all of them are on Groove. We're not going anywhere else. We only want to be on Groove. So all of our different courses, everything is in Groove. But this messaging, the limbic messaging, is in our programs that are on Groove, right? So anywhere you possibly can, whether you're even on your invoices, you're going to be able to use limbic messaging. Groove is your online platform. It's your delivery mechanism. It's the thing that you use to get your products out to the world. Limbic messaging is the thing that helps you make more conversions of whatever your product or service is that's on Groove.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Here's one from Jackie. Is the one-time payment $9,800 versus 3 payments of $797? Is this correct? So it sounds like she didn't use the coupon code. So you got to make sure to enter Groove to get the discount code in there. And then that brings up the point about the 3 payments. So we do offer a 3-pay option originally. Do you want to mention that?
Yeah. So again, $9,800 is what the world is going to pay starting on the 4th of July, right? That's what's outside of Groove. Inside Groove, it says 9,800 because I wanted you to be aware that that's really what it's worth and what it's going to be selling for.
And not only that, if you don't enter the coupon and you do the transaction, you will pay 9,800. I mean, this is a for real thing. So
yeah, I
use the coupon.
Yeah, don't do that. That's just going to make everybody all bummed out. And we're here to serve you. So just make sure you put the coupon code right below where it says 9,800. Put the coupon code, click on that, and type in Groove, GROOVE. Hit apply, and you'll see that price point go to $19.97. Obviously, if it's easier for you to do 3 payments of $7.97, great. Whatever works for you. Sign up now, though, so that you can participate in our boot camp next Tuesday and become a Groovy Plat. Want to welcome TG Tay as a Groovy Plat. Also, congratulations, TG. Welcome to the team. So excited about having you on board. All right, questions?
Some clarification needed from a couple of people to explain further. Is the 1997 a one-time payment or a yearly payment? What does it cover in terms of like the 1997?
No, this is the super ridiculousness of us. 1997 is a one-time payment for the Platinum program, which includes 10 years of software, 1 year in the mastermind, and unlimited access to all of the modules that are on the Platinum program. So it's a one-time payment. That's it. One time. The only thing that you could possibly re-up for later is for the mastermind if you needed it. After you.
Okay. Now, and Richard, maybe you can, I'm a little confused by some of these comments as well. They're referencing a training tomorrow, a webinar tomorrow. Do you know anything about that?
Yes. Tomorrow, anybody that joins today will be able to participate in the next customer conversion mastermind meeting.
Okay, so it's our normal mastermind meeting.
That's right. And everybody that's a Groovy Plat is automatically invited to all mastermind meetings for the entire year. And the next one is tomorrow at noon Eastern time. And we will be there having fun, teaching people. So yeah, for sure. So that means you got to sign up now to make sure that we can get you all your stuff provisioned, get you the invitation, because it's already been sent out. So anybody that's joining now, becoming a Groovy Plat, you will receive a private email to let you know about the mastermind tomorrow from our team to make sure you can participate. And by the way, it's super fun, and the people on that mastermind are super smart.
Yes, and we meet weekly, so that's in essence typically 4 times a month. But there's one out of the 4 meetings each month that's particularly fun. Richard, maybe you should explain to them the concept of mind types after dark.
Yeah. So we're you know, although we're very, very serious about our marketing and our messaging and about serving you in every way we can, we're also pretty fun guys. And so we decided to accommodate, you know, people all over the world, because as you can see, just literally on the people who just became Groovy Plats, we're on every continent out there except Antarctica already, right? We've already seen people come in from everywhere. We mix up the times. And so sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon, United States time. And then once a month, we have Mind Types After Dark. And Mind Types After Dark is where we're a little bit more irreverent. We invite everybody to bring their favorite beverage, whatever that may be, whatever your libation of choice is, you bring it to Mind Types After Dark. In fact, Mind Types After Dark is not this week. Tomorrow, it's at noon. Eastern's our mastermind. But Mind Types After Dark is next week, Hubert Lee. So next week, we'll have our boot camp on Tuesday and our Mind Types After Dark at 8 p.m. Eastern United States time on Thursday. So Thursday night, Mind Types After Dark next week. So much fun. You absolutely want to come there. We have had to ask a few people to leave because their condition was not sufficient to participate. But it's only happened once or twice. So the rest of us, we just have a good time and talk about messaging and how to be heard and how to make your message and your voice bigger, better, faster, quicker, everything.
Right. Some people being very kind and giving some great feedback. William and Susie, among others, thank you. They're saying thank you for this great info. Best webinar I've ever seen. So
wow,
kudos to you, Mr. Ridge.
Well, you know, it's teamwork, and it's also because of the passion, right? I mean, this is my home. This is Groove. I'm here. Here's what's crazy. In 50 minutes, I'm recording another episode of Groove Growth, Hubert Lee. And I'm so excited. James Weeks is going to be joining me in 50 minutes, going to give us some incredible training and that'll be made available to everybody in Groove. So this is me. This is what I do. This is who I care about. You are my family. And I think you're crazy to not put me on your team. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go over there to customerconversionformula.com/platinum and put me on your team. And if you don't want to put me on your team, at least put Hubert on. A little smarter than me, but I hold my own. Try my best. Anyway.
That's funny. Question from William: Is all of this? I guess he's referring to the course that we showed, and then also, I guess, the sales funnel pages. Is this product built in Groove?
100%. Everything. I no longer have products that are not in Groove. And sometimes it really bugs me when somebody finds an old page somewhere that's something. I don't even know how they do that stuff. It's cached for like the last 17 years. I don't know. Anyway, all of what we have is built in Groove. Everything. So when you're looking at the fact that the Platinum course includes everything else we do, all of those things are all in Groove. You get access to all of it.
Right. Susie is saying, "Oh, this is." She's thanking us for showing the nonprofit example. She says, "I can do this for the small charity that I'm currently the president of. This is awesome."
100% you can, but here's what else you can do for that charity. You can bring them to the mastermind call, and we can help you in real time, right there on the mastermind, to create the limbic messaging that you need. That's the whole point. That's what makes putting Hubert and Ridgely so valuable on your team. You send us a little email. Hey, is it okay if I bring my charity, other board members to come check out what we're talking about? 100% the answer is yes. It enables all of us to learn together. There's no downside to anybody. And we are delighted to help you. And I'm telling you, in nonprofits and in charities, limbic messaging is even more powerful than everywhere else because it's an emotional decision, emotionally based decision. So 100%, bring your charity, bring your board members, bring your president, your other people that support you. We'd be delighted to help, and it'd be a great example for everybody else. And that's how it's always going to be with Hubert and Ridgely.
Yes, for sure. Okay, rolling back. Oh, this is an older question from Paula. This is actually before we revealed the offer. Is there a course, she's talking about the power of limbic messaging. Is there a course where we can learn and practice limbic messaging? This can help in relationships too, as it will strengthen our communication style. So originally, I know you and I have both done a lot of work in terms of using limbic messaging in personal development and so forth. And maybe you can share a little bit about the underlying tool behind that, which is mind types.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, limbic messaging is about why you do what you do. And understanding your why means you have the ability to express you to the world in a much more profound fashion, a much more profound manner. Well, you got to figure that out. Oh, how does it get figured out? Well, you got to go back to your childhood. When you were an infant and you wanted milk, what did you do? You cried, and somebody brought you milk. And then there's an association that forms that says, crying equals success. Wow. Then you wake up in the middle of the night and you're in your crib and you're dark, stark and lonely, and you're scared. What do? You cry, and somebody comes, and the association gets stronger. Crying equals success. And from that moment forward, every single time you needed or wanted anything, what did you do? Yeah, you cried until it didn't work anymore. Until crying didn't get you what you wanted. And then you had to figure out some other behavior that would get you what you need. Because those wants and needs didn't go away just because you stopped getting them fulfilled by crying. And when you figure that other thing out, you're going to repeat that behavior over and over and over and over and over and over, because limbic messaging, limbic brain, success is a feeling. When the child gets the milk, oh, I'm not going to starve. When the child is comforted because they're afraid, oh, I'm going to be okay. It's a feeling. And when you figure out that thing that gets you back to that space of wholeness, you'll repeat it over and over and over and over and over until it forms like a giant cable of little success stories called your belief system.
Why?
Your why. And it determines your mind type. There are 7 different mind types. We go through all of that in the Platinum program. It's something we review in a mastermind calls. Every single time we have a mastermind calls, we talk about different mind types, how they interact. It is not just good. It's phenomenal for culture. It's amazing in relationships, with spouses, kids, parents, understanding your family. It would have been too complicated to go into all of that on this particular webinar. But the bottom line is limbic messaging is only part of this. This is huge stuff. We get hired to do some amazing things because of the ability to create better cultures that for companies that don't even care about limbic messaging.
So the whole component of the mind types is fabulously powerful. If you've ever been interested in things like strength finders or discs or any of these personality type matrices, you're going to be marveling at how simple and fun we've made this the equivalent thing using the mind types protocol. It's amazing.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So originally, again, we should go over this. Walden was kicked out briefly, and he had to come back in. So he says he hopes it's not redundant. He was briefly kicked out. Is this a lifetime deal? What exactly did Richling mean when he said we can get an additional 9 years? So is this a 10-year membership, not lifetime? So maybe we should explain explicitly what they always get access to, what they get 10 years of access to, and what they get 1 year of access to.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you seeing that?
I think
yes. There we go. So there is everything that's included. The customer conversion formula platinum program for life. 9800, all the modules, everything is there for you, etc. Access to Hubert and Ridgely for as long as we stay working. I mean, someday I might retire, I doubt it, whatever. All the limbic messages, including the ones that we do for companies that we're serving now, priceless. The boot camp next Tuesday, $5,000, that's included as well. The bonus is 9 more years of software for $9,000. The only thing that's not for life, and well, 9 years being like for life, so you got 10 years with software, is the mastermind itself. The mastermind is included for 1 year. We generally find, the reason for that is that we generally find that most people at the end of a year of attending the mastermind have gotten what they need. They've gotten their limbic messaging, they've deployed it, they know what they're doing, etc. And if you wanted to re-up for another year in the mastermind, we can make that happen too. That's the only thing that's not included. So it's 10 years of software, the rest is for life, except for the mastermind for a year.
Right. And coming back with another question is, Christine, will all three of us, and again, this is the thing about the consortium joining, will all three of us be able to participate in the masterminds? So I had already typed to her, yes, you can all three attend the meetings. And also we have a private Facebook group that they all can become members of. So in between the meetings, there's a lot of discourse and archival information for your use as a Groovy Plat, and that's in the Facebook private group.
Yeah, so yeah, come on in. We'd love to welcome you. And
she also says, and the boot camp as well. So yes, they'll be attending. Everybody can attend the boot camp as well.
In fact, I like that because you will have a chance to have a little trio to see what they can come up with together for their own business. And as Tom mentioned, it's a phenomenal boot camp. We literally are there coaching all day long, 5 hours, just under 5 hours, where we're looking at the messaging with you so that you're taking messaging away from that boot camp that you can deploy right then, like immediately, like you could deploy it that evening if you feel like it. So by July 6th, which would be my birthday, have some of your messaging already deployed.
Excellent. And so I also want to add to that the following, which that you and I have seen this time and time again. When people bring their team members in and have them do these exercises as a group, it's a phenomenal team building exercise, right? And it should be recognized and promoted as such. Right? Hey, folks, we're going to work on our business. We're going to do this exercise. We're going to do that. Let's watch this training together. I mean, it really builds the cohesion in the group.
100%. And there's hundreds of videos, right? In the Platinum program, you could literally have your staff start at the beginning. Okay, we're going to go week by week, and we're going to go through these modules, and we're going to understand all these things, and we're going to participate. Not only will it give you incredible messaging, it is also going to have an amazing impact on your culture, for sure. In fact, Kevin Hall, who's the gentleman that somehow got through the glitches last time and was able to become one of the first Groovy Plats, was so determined. He's already done it. He has already, since last week, gone into the system with his team, worked through multiple modules to create limbic messaging, and is bringing his taglines to our mastermind call tomorrow for revision with us. He pinged us on support at customerconversionformula.com saying, hey, I'm just went through this whole thing. By the way, quote, amazing training. And then he went on to say, but I'm just having a tough time with taglines. Well, I didn't say it in the email. And Kevin, if you're watching or listening to this, love you, brother. It's all good. Taglines are by far the hardest part of messaging, right? Of all the things that are out there, taglines are really, really hard. Taglines are the benefit of your product. The benefit of going to the dentist is that you get your teeth taken care of. The benefit of the benefit is you have confidence through your smile, right? So coming up with taglines is hard, but we're delighted to help you and everybody else that joins. So go over there to customerconversionformula.com/platinum. Click, I'll put the coupon in there to click it so your price goes down to $19.97. You save yourself $7,800 and join the Groovy Plats. Really key. Got to get this done.
Jesus, thank you.
Oh, exactly. By the way, we had a crazy gift, Hubert. We got to make sure that we don't forget.
Let's give them the crazy.
The crazy gift is at mindtypes.com/crazy gift. Cruise on over there. Even if you're not able to join the Platinum program, for sure go to mindtypes.com/crazy gift. Get that gift. It's amazing. It's a library of limbic messages, not as many as are in the Platinum program, but it's pretty awesome. And those are all from messages of companies that we've worked with that generate millions of dollars because of their efforts. So hop on over there, contacts.com, crazy gift, and get your gift. I just want to share one thing. That's this.
That's what I was waiting for.
You don't want to miss out, okay? Missing out on this offer is way too expensive for your business. I mean this sincerely. You want Hubert and Ridgely on your team. You want limbic messaging. You want to be heard. Make an investment in you. I want to help you. Hubert wants to help you. We're in Groove together. We're trying to change the world. Just make the investment in yourself, and you'll have us on your team. Indefinitely, showing up week after week, bringing your stuff, just like Christine and her partners. We will help you build your business. We will help you with your conversions. As you can probably guess by the number of people who have already joined the Groovy Plats, we're pretty good at conversions. Because to us, your success matters, and I mean it. And your voice matters, and you deserve to be heard. And I will go to the end of the line to make that happen, to do whatever I've got to do. So I know we're running out of time here.
Yes, and we don't want to forget to bring on Linda. But I just have one more statement, Ridgely, that just to sum up a couple of things. Actually, I have two. This one's more housekeeping. Let's you and I figure out how to say yes right now. Our default setting is yes, right? But sometimes we have to figure it out. So CS is asking, can we sit in on a mastermind meeting tomorrow to see more? So I think originally the answer is going to be yes, but I think we're going to have CS and anybody else interested send an email to support@customerconversionformula.com and tell them that Hubert and Ridgely want them to be able to audit the mastermind meeting tomorrow, and they will get sent the information to join the meeting tomorrow. So that's support@customerconversionformula.com if you want an invite to attend tomorrow's mastermind meeting.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be wrapping up today with one of our favorite people, someone who's had the privilege of working with limbic messaging for a long time, Linda Rosh, an incredible artist, incredible life coach, incredible human being. Linda, if you're still with us, hop on for a second. Say, oh, there she is. Say hi to magnificent Groovesters and tell them what's it been like for you to participate in limbic messaging and work with these crazy guys in the black shirts.
Oh my gosh. Well, hello, Groovesters. It's an honor, and it has been an absolute privilege to work with you and Hubert for these years. I worked in corporate in communications and marketing. So when I met you, Ridgely, I remember just being absolutely blown away with how quickly you were able to laser in on the core message and how the team that you were working with, just, I'm getting goosebumps saying it right now, just got so excited, and they lit up, and they got to this core message so fast. Like I'd worked with branding agencies in my companies and never had that result. So this work is absolutely profound. It's life-changing, not just for your business, because it's absolutely coming from the heart of your message, which is what you'll laser in on here. Will connect with people so that they convert. And I've personally experienced that, walking into speaking engagements where I didn't have conversion, and then suddenly I had, $10,000 in clients immediately from that engagement. So it's really profound. It's so much fun to work with you both. You're so generous and so fun, and also just so sharp, and patient. But really just so masterful at what you do. To answer your question, I feel like I could gush for a while here, but I just feel incredibly honored to work with you.
Thank you so much, Linda. No, we appreciate it. And in case anybody hasn't noticed, the first thing I saw was Linda's a magnificent artist, and her top that she's wearing, her shirt, matches the artwork in the background. Now that takes some serious talent to pull that off. I love that.
It was 5.
Oh my God. So what would you say, Linda, to somebody who's thinking about it, they really want to do what's right for them, for their business to be heard? What would you say to them if you're contemplating making this decision right now?
Yeah, I would say do it. It's going to return. It's going to be a return on your investment almost immediately. When we're trying to find those words to say, to communicate what we're up to so that people get us, and they're not, we're trying so hard. It's so incredibly painful not to be able to help them, number one, not to be able to offer the thing that we're giving to the world. But when you do communicate from that powerful place, now people get you. They can say yes because, and it shortcuts that pathway to trust. And not only that, as you've said about the team, now you, Brewsters, we get one another and can connect and refer, and there's that much more pass-along factor. So we don't have to do all that heavy lifting ourselves. We have team to help us do that when we're connected here, and we know how to communicate from this limbic perspective. I jump in, don't think twice about it is my suggestion, because it changed my business entirely.
Thank you very much, Linda. I want to welcome Emily Yao to the Groovy Plats. Another person just jumped in right away. Yeah, I know Linda's one of my favorite people in the world, man. You guys, she's on our team also, and she will help you with your mind type discovery. She is an absolute delight and a gem as a human being. You will love working with her. I'm telling you right now, handsome bald guy over there and funny goofball looking over here, we're all right. But people like Linda are 1 in a million. She's incredible, and she's going to help you and your business and your culture. All right, I guess we got to wrap this thing up, because Tom Beal's kind of a busy dude. We can't be taking up all his afternoon.
I need to sneak in one more question. One more question. And this has two components to it. One is, will you be offering this next year? I've not actually yet started on anything. So originally, I think the answer is that this is a launch special only, but I do want you to address whether or not this is good for people that's in the process of forming their business. I know what the answer is.
All this started happening.
And it's the advantages for people in that situation are immense.
Yeah, so, and again, whoever that question came from, you can give me their name.
When she carried on about
Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy, do what's right for you, right? Do what's best for you, no matter what. However, conversions matter above all else. What if you began building your business using language from the very beginning that was all about who you are to the world? What your voice. In other words, the authentic you that the world is going to need to hear from in order to buy your service, buy your product, join your tribe, whatever that may be. We get this question a lot, and the answer is always unequivocally, you can't start soon enough to express your authenticity, to find your voice. Your voice matters. You deserve to be heard, and you have to become an expert at expressing you to the world, for sure.
with
So
broccoli
yes, this is only a
biscuits or
launch
any
special.
kind of
The product will be
biscuits.
there. It'll be a lot more expensive.
And
But would I
let
wait?
them have sugar like they had
If you
before,
can,
then they
I mean,
would
don't
do
put yourself
that.
in any kind of weird financial situation, but if you can, there's
Listen to
you
Joshua.
can't start soon enough to becoming an expert
Sometimes
at
he
expressing
feels
who
like
you
he
are
needs sugar.
truly to everybody out there.
And he has one chocolate bar
Awesome.
or something
All
like
right,
that,
Tom,
and he just can't
we'll let you
stop
have the rest of the
drinking.
day, man. We'll shut up. We're
Hey,
And he
talking.
wants another one.
I love
and
listening to you
another
too.
one.
You're brilliant and you care. Like you truly care about your clients. And here you are, part of the Groove community. You care about the Groovesters, you care about the Groovy Plats, and you care about everyone here watching this live and or the replay. But this does expire, and this is a launch discount that expires and goes to $9,800 once this is over. So now's the time to take advantage of it. You can take advantage of the one-time payment. The link is in the chat. And or if you go into the questions, you saw it there. It's at customerconversionformula.com/platinum. And you can just click the link that's in the chat and or in the questions area. And then be sure to type in the coupon code GROOVE to get this special discount. And it's a one-time payment of $19.97. And there were some questions in the from the community here asking it. Well, it's technically not a one-time because 10 years from now you have to. True. So there's 10 years, but I'm hoping to be.
Tom, just to clarify that, in 10 years, if you want to keep access to the software, you need to. But the course material with the hundreds and hundreds of videos that we're constantly adding to, that remains open.
Great clarification, right? It's the software only, and you'll go through that. I went through it in the first few days and have gained massive insights from the trainings that are in there, as well as the guidance from the software. So 10 years from now, I may be good enough to not need it anymore. but see, so go take advantage of this. I said earlier, and I mean it straight from my heart. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in programs from some of the best known experts in the world, some recently living and some recently passed. And I can say undoubtedly this is the absolute best investment you could make to grow your messaging, to grow your reach, to grow the amount of impact that you can make. It's unbelievable. So take advantage of it. And you heard Ridgely's, in essence, money back guarantee. Like join the upcoming training, and if it's not all that you thought, let them know, and they'll take care of you. I mean, they're here to serve you. And this is unbelievable. I'm part of it, and you can see, like, this is not something I rave about at this level because this is unique. This is amazing, and it's your opportunity to seize this special only for the Groovesters right now and see what I saw and benefit from the two brilliant minds here, as well as the community of Groovy Plats and the other amazing entrepreneurs that they'll be bringing in at the $9,800 price point. You're getting in for a literal steal. So take advantage, customerconversionformula.com/platinum. And as many of you saw, it's a $9,800 price. You got to use the coupon code GROOVE, and you're going to get that discount to a $19.97 one-time payment or 3 easy payments that you'll see there. And you'll see everything outlined on that page. When you go there, click on it, you'll see the whole offer outline. And just to clarify with you, Ridgely and Hubert, that once they purchase it, they'll have access to, the library right away. Like they'll gain access to the Platinum program. So you can get started right away.
We will get you invitations to the boot camp, invitation to the mastermind tomorrow, which is going to be really fun. So please, and Tom, I want to thank you for helping me with the technology. I'm technically challenged, obviously. This is not good.
Well, I will repeat, and for all of us here, we're entrepreneurs, and here's just the real behind-the-scenes scoop. I mean, Ridgely, Hubert, myself, we've worked with some of the most amazing brands, and behind the scenes, we see stuff. And the bottom line for you as an entrepreneur, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be problems. There's going to be challenges. And as I mentioned earlier, it used to piss me off. If we talk frank, I'd get upset. No, I can't believe that projector didn't work. Or whatever the scenario was, technology used to tick me off. Now it's like, hey, it's technology. It's going to work sometimes, and it's not going to work sometimes, and you roll with it. And in the Marine Corps, we taught us 3 words: improvise, adapt, and overcome. You learn more about all of this you guys have leadership stuff, training. You have all that you need inside this amazing package that you have. But one portion of it is leadership, and you're gonna grow as a leader. You're gonna grow as a marketer. You're gonna grow as someone who has a message and how to use this limbic messaging. It's all there for you. This is the best deal I have yet to see in this space, and I encourage you to join. I'm a Groovy Plat. I look forward to seeing you inside there. Click on the link in the chat and or questions area. Once again, it is customerconversionformula.com/platinum, and use the coupon code of Groove and take advantage of it while it's still available. It expires. When does it expire, Ridgely, for Hubert?
Sunday night at midnight.
There you go. Perfect. Any last words from either of you?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what's so cool about being part of the Groove is there's always more. Like, I'm so excited that in 20 minutes, I get a chance to do a Groove growth program that will be available to all Groove members with James Weeks. An incredible story, just an incredible story of overcoming hardship and stuff. That's just happening Grand Master. That's what Groove is all about. It's about constantly, what can we do to serve each other at a bigger, deeper, broader level? And Hubert and I are super committed, as are the other members of our team, and we have some fabulous coaches that work with us, each that teach specialties, right? So when we do our program together, Platinum program, you have this specialty for this person for this specialty. There's a lot of individualized coaching that happens to give you even more. So join the Groovy Plat family. Join the Groovy Plat family inside the Groove family and take your game to the next level. Hubert?
Yes, for sure. It's no joke that we want to help. Okay? Above all else, our genuineness and authenticity, we wear our hearts on our sleeves, and it's a genuine thing. Right, and so when you join us, you're really, really joining us. So you can count on us. So thank you.
Well, I'm honored that you two were here to share this again. And and by the way, this wouldn't even be. This is serendipity. If you're watching this, it wasn't planned. This was all through some technical stuff, and then it just worked out. So this is a blessing to you if you're watching this. And congratulations for all those who've taken advantage of this blessing right now. And if you're watching this prior to it expiring on Sunday evening, this is your second chance. And, take advantage. That's it. Like, take advantage and watch. They truly care. They truly will help you expand your messaging, expand your customer attraction, client attraction. And I'll be in there. I'm a Groovy Plat as well. So I look forward to seeing you inside there. So thank you, Ridgely. Thank you, Hubert. Congratulations to all the Groovesters who have joined and the ones who are going to join before this special offer expires. Thank you, Ridgely. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you all for being here.
You all, Groove. Appreciate all of you. Bye for now, guys. Ciao, everybody.
Talk with you soon. Bye for now.
I've been craving chocolate all day.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's some chocolate ones, yeah. Sort of chocolate.
Craving chocolates, and I've been craving a burger for ages and ages and ages.
Stop this thing.
See, Paul's children do jujitsu. They wouldn't let Joshua do it.